There is an audio of the Martin Bashir part of it, that the Martin Bashir video that Princess Diana did with Martin Bashir, where she said she thanked the British royal family is behind all the smear campaign and all of that against her and things like that. I've put somewhat close to that part of the clip on several other videos. So I'm looking at this tweet by Omi Scobie. It brought this section of the interview back to me.
The campaign was, in that point, was being successful. But it did surprise the people who were causing the grief. It did surprise them when I took myself out of the game. They hadn't expected that. And I'm a great believer that you should always confuse the enemy.
Who was the enemy?
Well, the enemy was my husband's department, because I always got more publicity. My work was discussed much more than him, and from that point of view, I understand it. But I was doing good things, and I wanted to do good things. I was never going to hurt anyone. I was never going to let anyone down.
But you really believe that it was out of jealousy that they wanted to undermine you?
I think it was out of fear, because here was a strong woman doing her bit, and where was she getting her strength from to continue?
So I'm going to read what Omi wrote, and then I'll explain a little bit more. So he said, meanwhile, Prince Harry's Travalyst is holding a global virtual summit on July 30th, bringing together travel and tourism stakeholders to discuss the recovery of the industry and communities post-pandemic and how to create more sustainable and balanced future for tourism. I mean, this is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If I think the pandemic sort of put a pause on stuff, make people think, make people realize, and people who didn't have time to deal with issues that were actually going on politically within their society, that sort of pause, those who actually care and think, who has a brain, think and actually do that. The pandemic paused them, made them realize things and things that's going on. So this is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to continue reading. Okay, let's see. The global pandemic has brought the world to a standstill. Oh my God, I didn't even read it yet. This is exactly what I'm saying. The world to a standstill, and the process of destination and communities who rely on travel and tourism for their livelihoods are facing a challenging and uncertain reality. Meanwhile, we must remember that the growth of tourism was on an unsustainable trajectory. As the travel and tourism industry begins to recover, we want to learn from those who are reaping communities and sustainability at the heart of what they are doing to build back better. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. This is why sometimes when I see certain tweets, I see the headline, I pause it and I record so I could get my true initial reaction of it. All right. So this is exactly what I just said. The pandemic pretty much put people in a standstill, and those who actually care about their surrounding, their environment and stuff, they see a way to sort of think back. What did we do back then that's no good, and how can we improve on it now that we move forward? Because there were no traveling around the world. Every country is shut their borders. So now that, even though the pandemic is still out there, but some countries are opening back their borders, and tourism is part of that. So Harry's pretty much hitting the nail in the head. That's exactly the right way to go. So let me read some of the comment here. So this attack comes out when the summit is announced. There seems to be some kind of orchestrated smear campaign, an attempt to derail a hugely successful initiative tackling one of the world's largest problems. The travel industry has been hit hard. Perfect app to rebuild better. This is exactly what I'm thinking. Let's see the reply. And this person has 8 likes. Jussie Murky Meg is on YouTube spouting about Harry and Meghan regarding Travalyst and underhand activities. People like this should be shut down. What? Even after it's been proved nothing untoward is happening, maybe Scobie can inform Twitter to close her down. What? Okay, I don't get this. Sometimes I think I missed something. Alright. It means we may expect new smear campaign from British royal family, private secretaries, I can read, then KPs, Kensington Palace, cement case, cooperate with BP, Sir Edward Young last time before Travalyst event to uplift C's, I guess Kate's, and trash Prince Harry. I will post reference later. I guess this is it. Is that the same person? Yeah. Before previous Travalyst, it is notable that on cases Watch William and Kate were revealed to have flown by budget airline to Balmoral after Harry and Meghan had snubbed the Queen to fly by private jets to Elton John's mansion in Nice. Okay, why Boris Johnson approached Prince William right-hand man? Okay, I'll get into that. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's the same thing I just read. A snub. Okay, what's different from that? Alright, let's see. Two more reply. They started already. They used those Republic staff, Graham Smith, to try to slander Harry while making the group a laughingstock with Republicans. The tabloid play a blender. Graham had all royal reporters stroking his ego. Now they've turned Republican into jokers only, being seen as a joke, and having people who will support them completely turn against them. They might as well use the slogan, "Long live the monarchy." Did they really think the royalists will work with them to destroy the monarchy? Tabloids' beef is with Harry for suing them. Okay. Meghan Markle is writing the speech, Doria is painting the golden wall, and Harry is practicing hand waving, chest crossing. Hopefully it doesn't come out with a hair extension and thick lips. Maybe talk about how Cadillac vehicle contribute to the environment. Okay, so it's just pretty much mocking them. What else? The media will write negative article about Harry after this summit. Still, remember that after Harry did his speech at JP Morgan event, the media wrote negative articles about the company, yet nothing bad was said when Will and Charles did work with them years ago. Sabotage. Okay, excellent initiative, Prince Harry. Can't wait for the summit and to hear all the great ideas, plans brought forward to help communities that depend on tourism. Alright, so pretty much majority of the people, I guess, appreciate or for that. But the thing, let me read this, see what's going on. What did I open it? What's going on? Let's see what it says. Why? Okay, I don't really expect it. Okay, article. Okay, why Boris Johnson approached Prince William's right-hand man. All right, let's put this down. The appointment of Simon Case to the role of Number 10's new permanent secretary last month is already creating an interesting new power dynamic in Boris Johnson's top team. Dominic Cummings, Downing Street resident grenade thrower, is now working with someone more adept at defusing bombs. Case, a Barbour-wearing career civil servant, was poached from Kensington Palace, where he was Prince William's right-hand man, by Cabinet Secretary Sir Martin Sedwell. And his new role, Case sees anything COVID-related that crosses the Prime Minister's desk. He is being hailed as the man to rescue the government erratic handling of the coronavirus crisis. Okay, what I'll do, I'm not gonna sit here and read everything. I'll put the link of this in the description, or you could go on the tweet where I got it. Just go to Omid Scobie's tweet and you'll find in the response section. One thing is that the royal family needs to be very, I don't know, maybe they are scared of what I think I mentioned in one of those videos that I did about the royal. there's something they're afraid of. I don't know what they are afraid of. If it's to lose that the taxpayers' money, or someone is threatening their demise or something like that, something is going on. Because there is absolutely no way why they had to go and that route where Harry and Meghan had to take themselves out of there. Something deeper than that. I don't know what it is, but when you read certain things and you follow certain things and you see certain action is being done, something is not right. There's something they're holding, like a pendulum on top of the royal family for their demise. Because I've put videos where I said history is repeating itself. It's a part where, especially with Queen's husband, Prince Philip, his family, if you look at his history, why they ran out of Greece, I'm truly afraid this is something this royal family is afraid of. I've sort of mentioned it on the other video, but I didn't specifically spell it out. But I think this is where we are, and I think Prince Harry recognized that. And it's not just about them. And couple videos, I put some weird titles. Sometimes it's hard to come up with titles, but I'm not trying to get clickbait or anything like that, but I try to put the information on the title of my videos based on what I'm mentioning, so you sort of have an idea. Even the pictures that I put sometimes reflect on what I'm saying on the video, so I try not to get clickbait. This is why my channel will probably never grow, because I'm not doing clickbait stuff. But there is something whenever, to divide a family, it's hard to pinpoint, but if you look at the royal family history, especially with Princess Diana, someone who was doing good is so loved around the world by the British people. They actually isolate her to make her be like that. So it's hard to really confirm what I'm trying to say, because when you look at the action of them with Princess Diana, it sort of squash away what I'm saying. But the part where they always want to be the spotlight, to be liked by everyone, but the action is not filling that. If the action were to fill in the heart of the people, they won't even have to fight for the spotlight. They would have get the spotlight. But their action is so vile, is so mean, and people are turning against it. I mean, if you look at some of the women who marry into the royal family, how they're being liked by the royal family is because they were, I hate to say that, but the kind of attitude, the go-to kind of attitude, I'm gonna do what's right for the people, like Princess Diana. They are doing the opposite of what Diana has done. They try, but not in the sense Diana fill it in with her heart. So they pretty much being manipulate or control, puppeting by the royal family. They doing it the way the royal family wants them to do it. So the people can sense that that's not what they want. So yeah, that's why those women are liked or loved by the royal family. It's like a puppet. They're being worked by the royal family to do things that's okay. If I go deeper into this, it's really hard to prove my point. But when you feel certain things and you see action is being done, and you could sort of say, you want the spotlight, you will never get the spotlight, no matter how much you try, but your action speaks volume. That's what gets people, your action gets people to either like you or dislike you. Sometimes you don't even need to try hard to get the spotlight. As long as you do the right thing, you will get the spotlight. So that's it for now, and I think what Prince Harry is trying to do with Travalyst, it's a good thing. There was something else that was out yesterday, but I was so into that Johnny Depp thing, the court case. I was reading it, and then I had to go and edit the thing, and I got lost a little bit. But I probably will do another video today based on something that I saw yesterday. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Leave your comment down below and let me know what you think.